basically, we start talking about what do you do. And so, let's say that you're a person who is skeptical about ingredients, okay? And then we'll do another couple with an injection. I'm not a salesperson. I don't have time. I don't have the money, or is it expensive? That's something. So we'll just role play. I don't like to be put on the spot, but I need to be. This is a challenge for me because I need to do this. So.
I get to be the skeptical one. This is good.
Yeah, I bet. That'd be the easy part. Okay, so Jen's let's say you just say to me,
what do you do?
Oh, I'm actually with a company called Plexus. Have you heard of it?
No, what is that?
It's a company. We have a product that is helping a lot of people that suffer with pain, sugar issues, and weight issues, and many, many more. But it's natural and it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing.
It's natural. So tell me more about the natural, because I'm all about natural, and I don't do anything that isn't, organic, non-GMO. I mean, all that. So tell me more about the natural part.
See, no one does this to me in Tennessee.
We get it, don't we?
So no one's ever said this to me, so I would probably say, it's actually our product. It's a little powder that you pour in your water once a day, and what's in that is a bunch of green plants, natural green plants, sweetened with stevia, which is, as you know, natural, flavored with pomegranate and cherry. And what it's doing is it's designed to help people regulate their glucose levels. And so, I don't know a whole lot about, all the other, what type of plants. That's something you could probably research. But all I know is what it's doing for many, many of my friends and family with goodness.
So is this for weight loss?
It can be. It can be. Anytime something regulates, you're a health nut, sounds like. So, I can pull off a lot with people. I can say things like that. But I say, you sound like you know what you're doing. You study health. When your blood glucose levels are regulated, a lot of things in your body start working correctly. And that's so it's more of a health product. But due to regulating things like that, the weight does come off. We've got tons of those stories as well.
Okay, because I've always just done things the good old-fashioned way, diet and exercise, good nutrition. So I don't know about a product, but I'll look into those ingredients. I'll do my own research.
Sure. Let me ask you this: you definitely, obviously, exercise. You eat right. Do you ever struggle? Have you ever had struggles with Is it ever a struggle with you crave certain foods, or you go off track and then you have to get back on? I mean, have you struggled with those issues over time?
Well, yeah.
Well, what I have found is that was my struggle too. Is I did my best to do my best, but I still crave sweets. And I eat too much. I overeat, and I just didn't feel good. I was fatigued, and what I found was this product imbalance in my body helped take away the cravings for those things. Helped me to not want all the things I used to want. So I do my best too, but it sure has been nice having the help, because it really has done its part for me.
Okay, I'll look into it.
Okay. That might be, and again, I've never had that, so that was really on the spot. And I might say to that too, Jen, let me give you my card, but I'll say this: our products are 60-day money-back guarantee. Whether you buy from me or someone else, it's that good. I would want you to check it out. Kind of take it away from them. You know what? And it may not be for you. It may not be for you. But here's my card. You check it out at your own time. If you have any questions, let me know. I believe, you can say things like, I believe in it so much that I don't even care if you purchase it from me at all, just because I'm so sold out to want you to check into it. You build trust when you do that.
And that is something that here in Colorado, I am not shy to send ingredients. I'm like, you do, here's the ingredient list, and here's what the ingredients were designed for, but you do your own. I will spoon feed it to you, but I encourage you to do your own, and I think you'll like what you find.
That's
and
good.
Having that confidence, because if you ho-hum and all around, then they're even more skeptical. But have the confidence, have the belief, and transfer that confidence by saying, here's what it is. I trust that you will find what you like, what you find.
It's like you go to a hairdresser and you walk into a new hairdresser and you say, I want something completely different. I want a whole new color, which is what I do a lot. But I have the same hairdresser for 30-something years. Let's say you walk in a new one, you're like, hey, I want something like this in this book. And they go, you're like, can you do that? And they're like, I mean, probably. I mean, I've done something similar. What are you doing? You bought into their unsureness, right? But she goes, not only can I do it, I can do it better. I do them all the time. I've never done that exact one, but I can do it. I know what I'm doing. You go, I'm in. Do it right now.
And you have that level of confidence, and when you have, because there will be some, like these health nuts, we call them crunchies. There's probably some crunchies in the audience. That's fine. We love crunchies. It's fine. Granolas. We have a lot of them. But if they're just going to pick everything apart to the end, move on. Move on. There's tons of people that need this that aren't going to be critical of every single thing and pick it all apart. Move on. Do not let it just go on.
They'll drain you if you don't.
Missy.
I have two people, one that really kind of wants to do it, and the other one, but their objection is, I don't know anybody. And then I go on their Facebook and have a list. So, how would you block that?
She's good at this one.
Well, I'm reading a book right now. Y'all all should read it. If you're a reader, I hope you're a reader, but if you're not, you're going to be after today because you're going to go home and do a personal growth plan, right? John Maxwell's book, Good Leaders Ask Great Questions. You will gain so much more by asking questions than you will by telling. So I would say to that person, so Susie, you don't know anybody? Well, and then, okay, so what you've done, so you don't know anybody? And they go, not really. You go, okay, can I ask you a few questions? Because obviously you're interested in this. That's what you say too. Obviously you're interested, but you're telling me you don't know anybody. So I'm going to try to help find a solution. So, okay, do you go to church anywhere? Or do you work anywhere outside the home? And let's say she says no to either one of them. No, I don't go to church. No, I don't work outside the home. Okay, do you have children? Yeah, I got you. Okay, so does your child go to public school? Yeah. So does your child, you ask all the questions. Do you go to the grocery store? Do you live in a town? Do you have family in your town? You ask all the questions because they're really not going to say to you when you say, so you don't know anybody? They're not going to say no. They're going to go, well, I know people in my church and my daughter's school, but I work from home. I don't do anything. I'm at home. So no, I don't know. Okay, let me ask you this. If you keep doing what you're doing, because you told me you're kind of looking for something. If you keep doing what you're doing, and you're gonna continue to have what you're having, is that working for you? Is that what you want? Or you want me to help you figure out a way to make this work? Well, no, I would love to have some extra money, but I don't know anybody. Okay, you know what? It may not be for you. This may not be for you. May not, but pull it back, take it away. It may not be the right time, and start putting your brochure up that you have. You know what? It may not be for you. May not be the right time in your life, maybe a better time. What you were telling me you could use some extra income. What could you use it for? What are you needing it for? Find out what they need it for, because that's their why. And the first thing they tell you ain't the truth. It's the third thing they tell you. I can never do this, I don't have time. Okay, other than time, if I can help you figure that one out, what else would hold you back from getting started? Well, I'm not a salesperson. Okay, great, but we don't want those anyway. But if I can help you overcome that, what's another thing that would hold you back? Well, I just don't have the money to get started. That's the real reason. Number 3 answer in everything you ever hear in any objection, number 3 is the answer. The other 2 are the subliminals, the AB, okay? So you always say to people when they say, I just don't have time to do this. You say, you know what? I felt the same way too. I traveled, work is crazy, and I didn't have an hour of my day to spare. What I found was, when they brought us work for me, everywhere I was, because I was busy like you, people were like, what are you doing? What are you taking?
If I had to sell something, trust me, I get it. I wouldn't have time either. So other than time, what else would hold you back? Well, I'm not a salesperson. Oh, thank goodness. You know what, Susan? I swore when I got into this I wasn't going to sell anything, and to this day I don't sell anything. This product works so well, it's done so much for me, I just share. People say, why do you feel so good? I just tell them why. I don't push on them, I just share. So it's really good that you're not a salesperson, but other than that, what else would hold you back? Other than that, what would hold you back? Other than that, what would hold you back? Other than that, what would hold you back?
And then, too, I like to quantify it for them. So if we say, how much do you need to make a month to make this worth it? And usually it's between $200 and $500. And if you're say, okay, if I can help you make a plan to get that $200, and I'm not talking about in a year from now, but like in the first few months, if I can help you get that $200 by coaching you, would it be worth it? And I'm not talking about working at full time. I'm talking about the nooks and crannies of your life. If I can show you how to do that, would you be willing to share?
Good stuff. Good stuff. In the nooks and crannies. In the time that you don't already have, because I don't have time. We go to church and we've got this, we've got that. You should be like, are you kidding me? You see that many people? This could be a gold mine. So, and you gotta you can't be sold. They can't sell you on I'm too busy. You go, oh, busy, I love that word. Tell me about your life. And they start telling you, you go, wow, this is amazing.
Have you heard the saying, busy people get
more done? Yes.
Crap done? Yeah, it's true.
It is true.
Busy people get stuff done. And then another thing is when you ask those questions, but I remember the stories sell. You find some stories, you need to have these stories in your back pocket. And if somebody tells me I'm too busy, I have my own story because I had a full-time job and a 1-year-old, I was busy too. But we have a diamond. No, she's Sapphire, Brenda Martin.
Yeah.
Homeschool mom of 11 children. What level is she?
Brenda just hit Sapphire.
Just hit Sapphire. If a homeschool mom with 11 kids can do this business, anybody has time to do this business.
And her husband just hit Emerald last week when she hit Sapphire.
Her husband's working the business too. And he's got a full-time job. I can't remember what he does. But seriously, I don't want to hear that excuse. Because I'm going to tell you, and you're going to feel you're just making an excuse.
Yeah.
Because if I tell you that a homeschool mom, 11 kids can do it, you're going to be like, oh, man, okay, well, all right. I have plenty of time.
And if they give you 2, 3, 4 excuses at the third one, and I've already showed them how to overcome the 2, and the third one, they give me a third one, sometimes I'll say, you know what? I'm not here to talk you into doing this at all. In fact, you have to want to do it to be good at it. Let me ask you something. Is what you're doing right now working for you?
And what can you give up? Is there something in your life that isn't propelling your life forward successfully? TV. Do you have any TV shows that you watch when the kids go to bed? Most people would say yes. Can you give any of that up? Just temporarily to build a business. I gave it up, and I don't even want it back. I don't want it back. I don't care about it. So.
You either, and this is something else I say to people, I'm like, you know what? You're telling me that you've got 2 kids about to hit college in a couple years, so I hear what you're saying, that you've got to find something, but yet you're telling me all the reasons why you can't do this. You will either pay now and play later, or you will play now and pay later. And that is not my opinion, that is a fact. And so, if I could show you a way, which Eric Worre, if I could show you, isn't that how he says? If I could show you a way to just, in your nooks and crannies, just earn an extra couple hundred, doing what you're already doing. You go home and you wake up to an order, would you consider this? Well, yeah, if you could show me how to make it work in my life, yeah. Okay, here you go. I mean, but your posture is everything. Jen said it. Your boldness, they buy into it or they don't. So, I feel like out of time. All right, great. I know we only have 2 questions. We'll stick around.